If anyone can see me or hear me, please leave a comment. I'm trying a very complicated way of doing something here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this to work. Select the stream. See, I don't. Okay, if anyone is out there and can see and hear me, please leave. Ah, there's some people. Thank you. 2 chickens. JW, Justin. It's working. You can see and hear me. Good morning. Ah, good morning. 95 Sporty 1. It's working. I have 48 screens open on my computer right now. Hey, Jim. So, oh, it's really good that this is working. It's good to see you all here this morning. This is so cool. Ricky Racer, what's up? I've spent the last couple hours messing around with this new way of doing a live stream. Hey, Dale. Good to hear from you, buddy. Paula, Deanna, George. What I wanted to do was, my idea was, you can see, are you seeing the background there of Lefty and me and my motorcycle? Um, yeah, that's what my idea was to go back to some of my early videos and do a commentary, because those were videos where I was still working and in my house and thinking about getting an ambulance, and so I thought I would see if I could figure out a way to play those videos and do a little commentary and share with y'all what was going through my mind back then 6 years ago, and how I ended up living in an ambulance with Lefty. Um, Thank you all for being here and saying good morning. I appreciate it. Um, so if you're seeing that, I just haven't hit play on it yet because I didn't want to start the video unless somebody showed up, and it took me a few tries. Took me a few tries to get this to work. Does it sound okay? I'm using one of my action cams plugged in via USB to a hub, and I'm using the OBS software to be able to integrate my camera with my YouTube video. I can actually add more cameras and do all kinds of crazy stuff, and I've never done it before, so I just started messing with it a couple hours ago. It sounds great, thank you. Yeah. So now that I know it works, I'm going to get a little more serious about figuring out how I want to do this project, because, some of my early videos have like no views, the channel wasn't anything back then, and some of them are pretty interesting, I think, and I thought this would be one way to get some eyes on them, and tell you all what was going on back 6 years ago, back in those early days. Mobile Tech, hey. I'm seeing so many familiar names here. Jim, hello. JW, audio is fine, thank you. Thank you. Who's making hearts? How are you doing that? See, I don't know anything about this stuff when it comes to live streams. I think I've done like 6 live streams in 6 years, and then this is totally different doing it the way I am right now. This OBS software. Chef Lady, good morning. Yeah, so I'm spending the day kind of low-key because the other day I mentioned in the video that I messed up my piriformis muscle again, And yesterday I really aggravated it doing some lifting of stuff that I shouldn't have been doing, and I could barely get around yesterday and last night. So today I thought I would just kind of keep myself as still as I can. So I've just been sitting here doing nothing, trying to heal my butt, basically, my butt muscle. I did a bunch of exercises. Mom actually contacted the chiropractor, and he sent over the exercises because I had forgotten them from years ago when this happened. So I've been doing the exercises and feeling better. Stormbug, RV Davy, good morning. Saying, yo, Lefty. He's right down here in the floor, licking on his paw, his pacifier. He's bored because I'm just sitting around today, so he's bored. Two chickens, you think you might have watched them all at one point. Well, if you went back, like if you clicked on my playlist that's at the end of every video that says watch all of our videos, it would take you back, and this one that's on the screen, that's the first video that I posted to YouTube. And I was just watching it for a second before I got this working, and I said, for the first video, I didn't do too bad. The quality of the video kind of stunk, and my camera work was terrible, but from a person having to speak to who knows who, I don't think I did too bad. I had a broken finger from Lefty from the day before, and he was up there bothering me while I was trying to work on the computer, and I think it came out pretty good for a 7-minute and 17-second long first video on YouTube. Thank you all for the comments. Your image isn't live. The one in the background? I froze. I see what you're saying. Yeah, let me see if I could figure out what happened here. Give me 1 second. I mean, it could be the camera might have gotten hot. I'm not sure. Yeah. That's why I needed to do this test. So that's my Akaso. Let me do this. Akaso side camera. No, it's still not coming on. Huh. Laptop camera. So that's my laptop camera right there. That one's still working. So if I do this and I turn that camera back on, there's my laptop camera, and I can turn that one off. My Akaso froze. I think I can feel it. It's pretty hot. Maybe that's not the right camera for doing this. I have 6 different action cameras to choose from. Maybe there's a better one. Maybe it just got warm and froze up. But the laptop camera's working, so I can actually slide that down here. See all the technology we're playing with? What a great day. We get to mess with all this stuff. So now I'm going to try playing this video that's in the background, and we're going to see if the audio works and see how it sounds. So let me figure out how to do that real quick.
Break, please. Lefty.
Okay, is that working?
Well, today is Sunday.
Is that working?
February 24th, and yesterday I put a hold deposit on my ambulance. So
can you hear that background
that's the unit
video?
right there. It's
Excellent.
An 02.
Look at this.
It's an 02 Ford. Lefty, hey, what are you doing?
He used to always do this when I'd be on the computer.
Give me a break? Huh?
I watch what he does to my arm.
Can you give me a break, please?
He'd always do that.
Lefty. I got a broken finger, courtesy of you yesterday at the dog park.
Here, let me...
Yes. You broke my...
Okay, so that works. So y'all could hear and see that and everything. Yeah, I'm using, someone just said they use StreamYard. I remember back, I used that 5, 6 years ago when it was free, and I actually was on their website this morning looking at that because that was going to be where that was going to be what I was going to use. And it's a paid service. They were bought by some other company, I remember, and now it's a paid service. And I think the cheapest plan was like $22 a month, which it's not the end of the world, but I don't know that I would do enough live streams to merit paying $22 a month. If I was only going to do one live stream every few months. Um, but if this talking about old videos, because I'd like to revisit some of these old videos to just share like what it was like to make the decision to sell my house and my stuff and list all my belongings on eBay and buy an old ambulance. And that was a lot of stuff going on in my brain back then. It was a big decision. So I thought it would be interesting to just go back and watch some of those videos. So if any of you would be interested in that, raise your hand and let me know. Um, and I can do a couple of lives every month and go over a couple videos. They're short videos, so I could do a couple few at a time and just talk about what was going on in my brain and some of the challenges we faced when we first started traveling and some of the mistakes I made back then and some of the things I learned. Mobile Tech just said StreamYard is expensive. It's some money, but I think it's a lot easier to use than what I'm using. But I figured this out. I figured this out. I'm actually kind of surprised I got it working. This was not simple, but now it's kind of simple once I got it figured out. I actually, this is like the third try, and I finally got it right. I tried two other times to get it to work, and it didn't work. Jim said I would watch it. Thank you, Jim, for saying that. The video quality is good. Thank you, Melody. Mobile Tech, you do a live for your class every week, so you pay by the year. Yeah, I saw they have an annual, which if I was going to use it enough, I would pay the fee. I wouldn't have any problem with that. I just don't know if there's enough folks that are interested to come and sit and listen to me ramble on about videos that they may have already watched. Some of y'all, a lot of people may actually, not a lot of people have watched those old videos. There's some of the older ones that I think are pretty interesting that don't even have 1,000 views on them. So it would get those seen by people, which I think would be advantageous because some of them I think are pretty good. Um, you're doing great. I would like it if you did it again. Okay, thank you. Thank you. The Dreamulance life. Well, that's bad. You disappeared. I disappeared. What do you mean? I'm not catching that. What is that little symbol next to your mobile? Thank you. So I just got a $5 super chat, I think those are called, from Mobile Tech. Thank you for that. Thank you. So I'd kind of forgotten about that feature. Yeah, I remember. I haven't done a live in quite a long time. Yeah, one of the things that y'all can do is there's buttons down there that you click and send donations to Lefty. I know they're not for me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Oh boy. 20 minutes north of Williams, enjoying the cooler weather finally. Oh, good. Off-grid cowboy. Excellent. Let's see, it's the coming the middle of July. Yeah, I bet you it feels pretty nice in Williams right now. We just went through a heat wave here, but like yesterday, I don't think it was got out of the 70s yesterday. That heat wave just died. So we're back to some nice cool weather. The Crown is a new thing by you, Boob. I think it's silly. The Crown. Next. Crown number 3. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. Crown is a new thing by YouTube. Oh, by you, Boob. You're not calling me a boob. Okay, by YouTube. I think it's silly. So you click something and it gives me it's a crown symbol. I, I don't know. I have no idea. The slurping. Well, his water bowl's right around the corner. If he actually went at it just before I got this working, so unfortunately he's probably all topped up right now. You're not going to hear any slurping. I'm just so happy this is working. It's just made my day. This was a lot of fiddling around. I had to watch several YouTube videos of people that actually know how to use OBS software, and with their help and my poking around, I figured it out. It's very cool. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to cut this off. I have two people stopping over in a little while at noon, so I've got 8 minutes to go clean myself up. And thank you, everyone, for jumping on here. And the crowns are all across YouTube on live streams. It tracks the most active commenters. Okay, I got you. I just got. Oh, I don't know who sent that. From D. Another super chat gift. Thank you. Love watching you and Lefty. Thank you for sending that. Very appreciated. Um, OBS is very difficult to use. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. It's just so involved. There's so many settings. It's, way confusing. That's why I think using StreamYard might be a better choice because it's probably a lot easier, a lot more user friendly. Thank you, JW. Yeah, I've got to cut this off, and I just made it before noon. Thank you all for jumping on here. This was totally unexpected, and thank you for the feedback on the quality of the stream and all that. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you in a couple days on the next video, okay? And I will plan a live, and I'll schedule it so that y'all know when it's going to be, so that you can be ready for it instead of a surprise like this. So everyone have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon, okay? Let me see if I could figure out how to stop this thing now. Thank you, everyone.